Well, I mean, things got really heated. I mean, I watched the whole live this morning. You called Floyd a N-word. You gotta hand it to Floyd for actually sitting there and taking all that, verbal abuse from you. I was actually surprised. I probably would have hung up myself. But
he does this with everything, man. He's got $1 million watches.
I don't think he buys every pair.
You think they give them to him?
Yeah, because then you get a video like that.
In a shocking turn of events, Bill Haney, the outspoken father and trainer of boxing star Devin Haney, has ignited a firestorm of controversy by taking direct aim at none other than Floyd "Money" Mayweather. According to Haney, the undefeated legend's wealth may not be as bulletproof as it seems. Behind the glitz, the private jets, and the stacks of cash on Instagram, Bill suggests there's a different truth. In his words, Mayweather's over-the-top displays of luxury are nothing more than smoke and mirrors, designed to maintain a carefully crafted image of untouchable success. Haney didn't hold back, implying that the flashy lifestyle Floyd constantly flaunts is more about perception than reality. And in the boxing world, where ego, legacy, and business collide, that's a bold accusation. The question now is Bill Haney just stirring the pot, or is there real fire behind all this smoke? And how will Floyd respond to this very public challenge to his financial legacy?
When your A game is gone, what adjustments are you going to make? Yeah. And Floyd would always say is that on that given night, he's going to make that right adjustment. Yeah. He's going to box the brawler or brawl the boxer. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Floyd Mayweather is making big moves in the real estate world. In late 2024, he reportedly bought over 60 buildings in Upper Manhattan for around $42 million. His new real estate portfolio includes more than 1,000 apartment units and several retail spaces. What's even more impressive? Mayweather owns it all by himself, with no partners. But that's not all. Floyd has also invested in a massive $10 billion project, which involves 18 office buildings covering 10 million square feet of space across New York, Chicago, and Jersey City. Floyd is proving that his money isn't just from boxing. He's making serious moves outside the ring too.
First investment was real estate, commercial real estate, skyscrapers actually. So what I did was this. It started off with $5 million. Put up $5 million, I was getting $50,000 a month. On every 18th, every month, it was paying off.
You like the cash flow?
Yes, for years. So I said, okay, if it's paying off like this then, and I gave him 7 figures, I said I'm not gonna even give him 8 figures. I went and gave him 9 figures. If it's something that I know is paying off, lucrative and heavy, I got to go with it. Roll the dice, take a chance. You only got one life.
Bill Haney is taking shots at Floyd Mayweather, but this time it's not about boxing, it's about money. Haney has publicly criticized Mayweather for not taking care of his team members financially. He pointed out that if Mayweather Promotions is as successful as Floyd claims, then why are key team members like Calvin Ford still struggling financially? According to Haney, team members should be properly compensated for their hard work to avoid dissatisfaction and ensure they're well taken care of. This isn't just a shot at Floyd. It's a call for fairness and respect within the boxing world. Haney emphasized that a successful organization should make sure everyone who's part of the team is treated fairly, not left in financial strain.
I think it's personal between you and Calvin. Also, it's Tank's coach. Is it?
Man, I told Coach.
For those that don't know, Coach Calvin is Tank's coach. So I'm just for our audience.
And I said, listen, ain't no way your fighter gonna be checking the money that y'all talking about checking, and Calvin gonna be looking like that. I told Tank them to pay him. I told him to pay him or we need to go on coach's strike around this because ain't no way Bill should be getting paid and Calvin shouldn't. And Calvin need to thank Bill for mentioning this.
So you saying Calvin ain't getting paid?
Yo, he said ain't no reason Calvin should be looking the way he's looking if they making all this money.
Now, that's the thing. They talk all that money talk. Can't be one looking good and the rest of the crew if you getting thoroughbred money. You know what I'm talking about?
Again.
Yeah.
Bill Haney isn't holding back when it comes to Floyd Mayweather's recent career choices. Haney has criticized Mayweather for shifting from competitive boxing to exhibition matches, suggesting that this move is more about financial gain than a true passion for the sport. Haney implied that Mayweather's focus now is on securing big paydays rather than preserving the integrity of boxing. According to Haney, Floyd's transition into exhibition fights shows that the goal isn't about competing at the highest level, it's about the money.
A few months ago, Bill Haney and Floyd Mayweather were fighting on live, or not fighting, but arguing back and forth.
Yeah.
And Bill Haney said, listen, You know damn well Devin did this and Devin did that. He never lost in the gym, ever. And Floyd said, if you got an undefeated fighter in the gym, congratulations to you.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Floyd said, I never lost under the light.
Yeah, exactly. And that's what I'm talking about.
Reports are now suggesting that Floyd Mayweather is unhappy after not securing a deal similar to the one Devin Haney landed. Some even imply that Mayweather could try to block Haney's chances of fighting big names like Rolando Rolly Romero or Gervonta Tank Davis. This situation has sparked criticism from other boxing figures, including Oscar de la Hoya. De la Hoya accused Mayweather of derailing a potential showdown between Ryan Garcia and Devin Haney, saying Floyd's actions are hurting the future of boxing.
For some of y'all that ain't from the streets and don't understand like the politics of it, you know, that Bill Haney Floyd conversation was well overdue. They have been in the background sneak dissing each other for a minute. You know, pretty much Floyd is upset that Dev didn't take the deal that he put on the table for him. And he say, okay, you don't want to mess with me, you don't want to take the deal, I'm going to make it tough for you. I'm going to go whisper in rain here. I'm going to make sure Rolly don't fight you. I'm going to make sure Tank don't fight you. You know what I'm saying? And Bill don't like that. Bill feel like it's some little backdoor stuff he been doing. And Bill didn't back down. It was kind of crazy how Bill went at Floyd. He said, I'm putting on, like, where your people from the streets that you put on? You know what I'm saying? Where your community at? Your real people. You know what I'm saying? So
Oscar de la Hoya has some strong words for Floyd Mayweather, claiming that Floyd continues to fight occasionally because he still needs money. De la Hoya suggests that many boxers, including Floyd, end up broke because of their lavish spending. With Mayweather's luxury cars, designer clothes, and private jets, it's clear that his lifestyle comes at a high cost. De la Hoya's concern might not be without reason, as maintaining such an expensive lifestyle can quickly drain even the biggest fortunes.
Enjoy his lucrative contract. He's going to fight the very best, unlike Floyd. Waits for fighters to either be over the hill or too young, the way he fought Canelo when he was too young.
Right.
But look, hey, if Floyd really wants to fight, if he really wants to come out of retirement and crawl under his rock, then call out Canelo once again at 160, okay, 100 pounds, 160 pounds. Call out Canelo and do the rematch, and that's it.
You think he's talking this trash because he wants a rematch? You think he actually wants
Absolutely.
You think he wants a rematch?
Look, another reason why he's crawled out of his rock, he needs money.
You think he needs money?
Absolutely.
He's always flossy.
It's absolutely, he needs money.
You think he's going
Once
broke?
Again, come on. Fighters like that always go broke.
He's always spending, so I guess.
Absolutely. Look, he's not fighting anymore, so that big money's not coming in. Look at what happened to Mike Tyson. He made what, $500 million?
Right.
You think you can spend $500 million overnight? Absolutely.
You can.
I doubt he'll ever step into that ring. Floyd's a big freaking.
He called Canelo the easiest win of his career.
Yeah, because he was 21 years old.
Right.
Of course. If I fought Ryan Garcia, who's 19 years old, what am I gonna do? I'm gonna beat him easy because of my experience.
So fight him in his prime, he goes down, you think?
Easy.
What's your message to Floyd?
Floyd, stay under your rock, dude.
you think Canelo's gonna out-earn him eventually? You think he'll make more money than Floyd?
By far. Canelo's 28 years old.
Right.
And he's already made, what, $500 million?
Right.
Easy.
Floyd Mayweather is no stranger to making headlines with his extravagant spending. He's made waves by showing off his $18 million watch, and he claims to own hundreds more, each worth thousands of dollars. While these luxury flexes get a lot of attention, they also raise questions about whether such habits are really sustainable in the long run, even for someone as wealthy as Floyd. Could this lifestyle eventually catch up with him? It's a conversation that many are now having, wondering if Floyd's big spending is truly manageable.
My most expensive watch that I currently own is $18 million.
One watch.
One watch.
Tell me about your watch collection, dude. You have to have one of the biggest watch collections in the world.
My watch collection, I think I got somewhere upwards of 100 watches. And I got a lot of $1 million watches.
What should I pay for this one? What do you think? You're here for me now. I need some help. Help a little man out, okay?
That watch is a couple $100,000. Easy, but it's worth it. Because it goes up in value. It appreciates, not depreciates.
Dude, how do you buy a $17 million watch?
No, 18.
18, sorry.
Floyd Mayweather never fails to impress when it comes to his luxury lifestyle, and his watch collection is no exception. Floyd recently shared that his most expensive watch is worth $18 million, adding that he owns upwards of 100 watches, many of which are valued at $1 million or more. When asked about the price of one of his watches, Floyd casually explained that it's worth a couple $100,000, but it's worth it because these pieces appreciate in value over time, unlike most items that lose value. This collection is just one example of his lavish lifestyle, which continues to make waves. But it's not just his watches that make headlines. Floyd Mayweather has consistently been one of the highest-earning athletes. In his 2017 bout against Conor McGregor, Mayweather reportedly earned a staggering $275 million for that single fight, marking one of the highest earnings for a single event.
How much money could you reasonably walk out of this fight with?
350 million.
$350 million.
Yes.
Wow. I know you love money, right? I mean,
it's cool. It's cool.
Yeah.
It's cool.
What do you do with all this money?
You know, cash is king.
Do you have an ATM card?
I'm the human ATM.
Floyd Mayweather is never shy about boasting. He often claims that no boxer in history has accomplished as much as he has. His confidence is undeniable, and his constant comparisons with other boxers help fuel his brand. However, this also opens him up to skepticism and criticism. Mayweather is famous for showcasing his extravagant lifestyle, including frequent trips on private jets and showing off his luxury possessions. While this certainly grabs attention, some critics argue that such lavish spending could put a strain on his finances, especially if it's not balanced with sustainable income. This could potentially lead to financial instability in the long run.
You want me to show you right now? Call AJ. My sister, she gonna call my pilot right now.
So you just call your pilot and he just come where? It's like an Uber?
I'm finna show you. AJ.
Hey, what's up?
So yesterday you guys flew over to Vegas to pick my daughter and mother up and my daughter and my grandson up, right?
That's correct, yep.
I got tickets for you guys to go to the Super Bowl tomorrow, but I got Dan, he's gonna go. So I need you to fly over there because you gotta pick a couple people up. You gotta pick some people up for me in Vegas. Is that okay?
Yeah, of course, yeah. Yeah, we're ready to go.
Okay, so let me know. Head over to Clay Lacey and go over to Vegas. So let me know what time you're gonna land so I can send him over there, and then Dan can get on the plane also. Okay?
Okay, so it'll be. I mean, we're sitting here wrapping up dinner now. It's about an hour, about an hour to play. I'd say have him at the airport about 10:45 or so.
Yeah.
Floyd Mayweather's focus on luxury and showmanship has earned him a lot of attention, but it can also have financial consequences. Overspending on high-end items, like private jets, expensive watches, and designer clothes, without considering the bigger financial picture could lead to money problems, even for someone with a large income. While Mayweather's wealth is impressive, living such a lavish lifestyle might catch up with him if the spending isn't managed carefully.
Andrew, especially, was a very successful kickboxer. 4-time world champion. His belts are sitting right behind me right now. But, the most he ever got paid for a fight, and he says this openly, is 50 grand. By the time you pay your trainer and your manager 10% each, you got to eat, you got to train for 12 weeks. I mean, if you work out the hours you put in, you're making $15 an hour. Like, it's not amazing money.
Bill Haney has accused Floyd Mayweather of shifting from a celebrated boxer to a money-focused persona. Haney claims that Floyd now prioritizes high earnings over giving fans quality fights. According to Haney, this shift reflects Mayweather's growing focus on financial gain, rather than the integrity of the sport and the experience of the fans. In contrast, Haney emphasizes his own approach, saying he believes in providing enjoyable, competitive fights for the fans, rather than focusing solely on the money that comes with big paydays.
You're saying Tank doesn't want any of it. Why is that? I know you can't give him...
Man, get off of Twitter, man, and knock it off, man. If you the face of boxing, then send over something, man. You know what I'm saying? Something respectful like you're really trying to do this. Because every fighter that Devin gets paid, man, the most money, man. Knock it off, man. That's bunk business, man. You know what I'm saying? Listen, we don't need you. Let the welfare feed you for real. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, for real. Because that's where you're going to be at the welfare line. You keep on the people, giving them the fake fights, talking about that we done charge $57. Listen, we going to give you the best fights, and we going to get all the people in there, you know what I'm saying, because that's what we do. And we pay the fighters. We give the fans an opportunity to come in. That's that old business model that you're going to charge the fans for some bullshit fights, and that you the face of boxing because you just keep shoving it down their throat, man. The Mayweather era, that's over with, man. It's the Devin Haney era. That Mayweather is over with, man. You hear me? Over with. Floyd ain't never did what Devin did at 25. Tank ain't did it, nobody else ain't did it.
Stephen A. Smith has shared his concerns about Floyd Mayweather's shift to exhibition fights. While Smith acknowledged that fighting Conor McGregor made sense due to McGregor's combat sports background, He drew a firm line after that. Smith believes that picking opponents who don't match Floyd's skill level, just to secure an easy payday, hurts the legacy Mayweather worked so hard to build. According to Smith, Mayweather seems more focused on stacking cash than preserving his place in boxing history. In Smith's view, the focus has shifted from the sport's meaning to its money.
Here's what I do know, which is where my disappointment comes from. When you are as great as Floyd Money Mayweather, everybody doesn't deserve to be in your space. I know you like to make money. You're never going to stop making money. Very, very few people on the planet know how to make money like you know how to make money. But some of this stuff has got to stop. You want to get Conor McGregor in the ring for an exhibition match? All right, that's fine. You know, Conor sold that. It was great marketing. He's not a boxer, but hey, he was a knockout artist in the UFC. I get it.
There are growing allegations that Floyd Mayweather's claims of earning $100 million in a single night might be exaggerated. Insiders from the boxing world have raised doubts about the accuracy of these figures, suggesting that such statements might be more about creating an image than reflecting the actual reality. This has led to questions about whether Mayweather's flashy numbers are meant to boost his brand rather than accurately represent his earnings.
There's reports online that Floyd's a billionaire. There's reports that he was the highest paid athlete in this year and this year. First off, he's never gotten $100 million for a fight. Not even remotely close.
You think it's bull?
I know it is, because I know the fight business. I've been in the fight business my whole life. I'm a promoter right now. He's probably made about $60 million before in one night, which is crazy numbers. Mike Tyson, to put in perspective, when he fought Michael Spinks, that was the biggest fight of all time. When that fight happened, one got $30 million and one got $29.
$250 million against Manny Pacquiao.
Yeah. No fighter in history of the world. $250 million to go and box. I know that Floyd is still getting in there as recently as this weekend because he needed the money.
I think Floyd's fighting because he needs the money?
Yeah.
Really? Why? You think he blew through all of his money?
Logan Paul has publicly claimed that Floyd Mayweather still owes him money from their exhibition match, despite the event's huge earnings. Paul says he hasn't received his full payment, raising questions about potential issues in Mayweather's financial dealings. This accusation adds another layer of doubt to the financial transparency surrounding Mayweather's business practices.
Jake, true or false and why, did Floyd Mayweather fully pay up Logan Paul for their fight?
I'm not God, but my spidey senses tell me nah.
I can guarantee me and Logan Paul, we can go out and make $100 million or more.
And so you think he didn't pay up just because he hasn't got the money?
I think he probably spent it on all the girls he pays to be around him.
Logan Paul reached out to us and said that he wanted to do another exhibition. Now this is the same guy that said he didn't get paid. If he did get paid, he wouldn't be trying to get another payday.
He had the audacity to tell the media that I asked for a rematch. Let me just set the record straight. If I haven't been paid for the first one, why would I ask you for a second fight knowing I'm probably also not going to get paid the money that I was owed for my work? Second off, they asked us for a rematch.
Floyd is broke, man. I've been saying it the whole entire time.
Bill Haney has publicly criticized Floyd Mayweather for allegedly prioritizing financial gain over arranging competitive fights for his son, Devin Haney. Haney believes that Mayweather is deliberately avoiding big matchups for Devin, especially against top fighters like Gervonta Davis, in favor of more lucrative bouts. This has caused frustration among boxing fans and professionals who believe Devin Haney deserves the chance to fight elite competitors, but is being held back due to business considerations.
No one want to say that because we're available now. So all that other shit. I'm wanting to see who gonna mention Tank other than us. Tank, where you at, Tank? Because now, guess what? We're free and you are. I mean, not free, literally, because you know, they was talking 5% and they might think free means free. You know what I mean? So let's clear that up. Ain't no fight. We don't got no fight. So what's going to happen? Tank.
At 140.
Yeah. Stop me from saying his name. Punch me in the mouth because I'm going to keep on saying Tank. Don't want to fight Devin. Period.
Despite past tensions, Floyd Mayweather has shown interest in negotiating with Bill Haney, suggesting a potential willingness to set up fights involving Devin Haney. This shift in attitude could signal a possible reconciliation between the two or at least a mutual interest in profitable ventures. It's unclear whether this will lead to big matchups for Devin, but it's clear that business could bring them together.
On FaceTime with me.
I don't know how it went.
No, I'm just
I don't
kidding.
know how it
Yeah,
went.
he was calling for me. He was calling for me everywhere, you know, saying, where's Bill? You know, putting up a missing thing that I was missing or something. Why would I be missing, Vlad? I got the best son in the world, the son that rose from the bottom from that one day at the principal's office all the way up to the top of the boxing where the world stopped to watch an event that he was in. I'm a proud dad, proud trainer, and proud manager. So I don't know what he was looking for.
Well, I mean, things got really heated. I mean, I watched the whole live this morning. You called Floyd a N-word. You cussed him out. You got to hand it to Floyd for actually sitting there and taking all that, verbal abuse from you. I was actually surprised. I probably would have hung up myself.
Mike Tyson has been openly critical of Floyd Mayweather, especially when it comes to flaunting his wealth and achievements. While Tyson acknowledges Mayweather's skills in the ring, he has expressed discomfort with his behavior outside of it. On his Hot Boxing podcast, Tyson was candid, saying, "Awesome fighter, great fighter. Even though he's a little too into himself, he should be. I was the same way too. But you have to come to reality at some point. He has to put his head down and guard. We're nothing to be arrogant about." Tyson's comments reflect a belief that even Mayweather needs to dial back his arrogance and approach life with more humility.
You don't think there's an opportunity to land a big punch on Floyd?
Let me tell you something about Floyd. This is what I don't like about him either. No matter whatever we say about him, and it could be true, but he's in that gym. He's a rat. He retired, but he stayed in the gym. He can't help it. It's just he don't do drugs. That's his heroin. The gym.
Someone told me this. They say he doesn't have a vice. Yeah. He doesn't have a vice.
No, he does. The gym.
The gym.
The gym.
Floyd Mayweather has always been business-minded from the start of his career, but his methods of securing wealth have raised ethical questions. From unpaid dues to exaggerated earnings, there are moments where Floyd's version of success seems more about illusion than integrity. While Floyd has built an empire, some wonder if his focus on image and money has overshadowed the values of honesty and transparency.
Floyd Mayweather is the most successful boxer in history with a 50-0 record, and one of the wealthiest athletes of all time with $1 billion in earnings. But I bet you didn't know it all started with a $750,000 bet on himself. Here's the wild story. In 2006, Floyd Mayweather was 10 years into his boxing career and earning over $5 million per fight. At the time, Mayweather was signed to Bob Arum's Top Rank Boxing promotion, a partnership which saw Arum get 25% of Mayweather's fight purse. But Mayweather wanted more, and in 2006, he turned down $8 million to fight Antonio Margarita and said he deserved $20 million to fight Oscar De La Hoya. Arum wasn't happy and wouldn't pay up, so Mayweather paid the $750,000 exit fee in his contract to leave Top Rank. Mayweather then went on to promote his own fights, earning a percentage of every ticket, hot dog, and beer sold at the event, and most importantly, all pay-per-views sold. And just 1 year later in 2007, after leaving Top Rank, Mayweather made $25 million for his win against Oscar De La Hoya. Now that's what happens when you bet on yourself.
Is Floyd Mayweather still the financial giant he claims to be? Or is Bill Haney revealing a truth the boxing world has long ignored? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. What do you think about Mayweather's wealth and the criticisms from Haney and others?